Welcome to Big Daddy Storytime. We're reading Walt Disney's Princess. A lot in common. Can you see Snow White there? You can see her. Great job. Can you see those two big boots? Wow, I wonder what those are. Who owns those boots? We have a lot in common though, and that's why we have to read this book. Would you like to read it with me? You would? Okay, let's find out what happens. Snow White walks happily through the forest to meet her dear friends, the seven dwarfs. Oh, that's great. A lovely cottage is just ahead. She steps inside. Can you see Snow White there? Having a lovely stroll through the forest with all of her forest friends, and she is just going to step inside the lovely cottage. But instead of her friend's tiny table and seven tiny chairs, there's a tremendous table and three giant chairs. The gigantic chairs. Wow! I wonder who those could be. Snow White looks at the enormous fire blazing in the hearth. Why, I must have taken a wrong turn, she exclaims. This isn't the dwarf's cottage at all. Wow, no, it's not. Can you see the pot of porridge there? And Snow White discovering that this is not the dwarf's cottage. Wow, great job for spotting that, my friends. Just then the doors open and three giants stomp inside. Bump, 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 bump. Snow White has never met a giant before. I'm sorry, she says. I let myself into your cottage by mistake. Can you see Snow White there apologizing that she let herself in the cottage thinking that it was the dwarf's cottage, but it's actually the three giants' cottage. Can you see that, my friends? Excellent job for spotting that. Super job. What a wonderful mistake, says the biggest giant. Will you please stay for tea? Oh, that was so nice of that giant. Wow, that is so nice. He's sharing his tea with Snow White and welcoming his guest. The next day, Snow White tells the dwarfs about having tea with her new friends, the three giants that Snow White met. Giants are dangerous, says Grumpy. Oh, that's just Grumpy, though. Snow White has an idea. She'll have a party and invite all of her friends, the dwarfs and the giants, old and new friends. When the guests arrive, she says, "Let's play a guessing game. Yay! I'm thinking of someone at this party," says Snow White. I wonder what that could be and who that could be. He lives in the forest. He loves spending time with friends. Huh. I wonder who that could be. Boy, the dwarves are stumped, and so are the giants. He has two eyes and one nose, says Snow White. Now take a guess. Who am I thinking of? What? It's me! All the guests shout at once. It's all of us. We have that in common. Two eyes and one nose. Can you see the giants pointing to their nose? And the dwarves pointing to their nose. They both have two eyes and they all have one nose. Great job. Yes, says Snow White, it's all of you. I guess dwarves and giants have a lot in common, says Bashful. And do you know what else you have in common, says Snow White. Oh, I don't know. What could it be, Snow White? You're all my dear, my very dear friends, says Snow White. Oh, that's so great. That's precious, my friends. Look at that. Snow White is friendship with the three giants and the seven dwarfs, and she's showing them how much they have in common, which is almost everything. Wow, what have we learned today, my friends? We learned that everyone has something in common with everybody. And what is it, my friends? Oh, you guessed it. It is that we all can be friends with each other because we have those two eyes and the one nose, like Snow White says. Friends should be friends to friends, and that's what defines friendship. That's right, Snow White. Thank you for finding out and showing us what we have all in common, being friends with one another. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, my friends. Stay tuned for more Big Daddy Storytime. God bless, my friends.